All right, guys. So this training is great for those of you who are going through your certification process, or you've just certified, or maybe you've certified, within the past month or so. You could even do it moving forward, but you'll get the gist of why. So people love it when people reach milestones, and getting your pickleball certification is called, in marketing, it's called a reason for offer. So in other marketing formulas and promotions that I teach, essentially the formula is reason for, time frame, offer. So I'll give you an example. I ran a product many years ago, and it was for the CrossFit market, but we still did it for the Super Bowl. So we ran a promotion for the Super Bowl, and it did really well because the offer was reason for Super Bowl, time frame, length of the game, and then the offer was a bundle of the different digital products together. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, I'll just repeat it. Reason for, time frame, offer. So the reason this is good and why it works is because it's a celebration. It's a celebration of your achievement, which other people naturally like. And then you get this more so on LinkedIn, where people are constantly sharing their achievements and things working, and you get a lot of interaction with that. So just understand that's the reason why it works. So the strategy is that you are going to be posting basically a picture of you holding up your certification. Now, if you didn't get it in the post, you want to print it out because you want yourself smiling and you want a picture. And the reason for that is that social media likes pictures of people smiling. It actually puts and helps you rank higher with your pictures because social media channels want people to be happy. Okay? So my recommendation is that you have a picture with your pickleball paddle, you're potentially on the court, and you've got a picture of your certification. If you don't have a printer or you're like, can't be bothered, then bring a digital version in, use CapCut, and just bring in that certification somehow. Lower level version is just for you to say that you've got a pickleball certification, but have a picture of your paddle. So why it works is a celebration, it's an offer. The strategy you're going to be posting on your personal profiles, so your Instagram, your Facebook, and then you can also post this in the pickleball, local pickleball groups or local groups in your area. One of the strategies that you'll hear me talk about a lot is marketing in local groups to your area that aren't necessarily for pickleball, but I assure you there will be people that want to play pickleball. Pro tip, giving you a bit of a pro tip early, search in that group, pickleball, and see what interaction is there already. If it's applicable, comment on those posts that you bring them top and higher. So how are you going to execute it? You're going to use that picture first, and then you're going to do a post. And I've given you an example post here. It's also going to be below the video. And you can adjust this. You can copy and paste it, put it into ChatGPT if you like, optimize it. But I'm giving you a framework, okay? So the results to expect. Depending on the time that you post, also the engagement in the group. If it's a group, for example, which has got lots of just promotional stuff in it, you need to understand that you need to go in with a different angle. And that's why the why is very important of this in the copy. Because also you're offering these essentially for free if you want to, in order to then upsell. So the strategy is, as you're new, getting experience, doing these, 5 or 10 people, and then at the end of the session, you're going to upsell into the next one because people are going to want to continue. So if you do a good job of that first session, you want to invite them for the next one during that session. So it's an upsell, bringing them in for free and then upselling. You do not have to offer for free, but I would not recommend putting the cost in the post. Just leave it open for people to comment if they're interested, and then you can talk about the investment in the DMs. Do not talk, I wouldn't say ever, about the investment cost on the social posts, because the admins are just going to see that as promotional, where you can really get away with this post in groups, because you're celebrating and people are knowing you've just got certified and you're doing that, okay? So the results are pretty good for these types of posts, okay? So my advice would be, if you don't get traction on your first post, tweak it a bit and then try a different strategy in a different group, okay? And then my pro tips, really, honestly, the pro tips are, it's about spending time on the copy, spending time with the picture and actually printing that certification out is what's going to get you the best results. Another pro tip, you could also run ads to this using the ads training to bring more people in. So pro tip, if something works organically, know that if you put money behind that, it's also most likely to work. So really your organic should be your testing ground for then something that works organically, that then you go, oh, this worked really well. Let me take that exactly, that picture, that copy, let me run that in to ads in my local area and within 7 miles of me, ideally, is the sweet spot, and set up your ads and then see if that also works. So here's the example post. I'm so excited, and you can adjust this, according to what you like, but I'm so excited to announce that I'm now a certified pickleball coach. I decided to start this journey because now you enter your reason and really flesh that out, have people know the why behind, the real why behind what you're doing. I'm looking for 5 students to start coaching over the next 7 days at enter location at the beginner level. All I ask is that you're willing to provide a video testimonial if you enjoy the session. The outcome of our first session is that you will understand the rules, all of the key shots, and leave with the confidence to go and play with your friends around the area, right? If you're interested, please comment below and I'll send you a DM with the details. Now, just know, if you want engagement, right? Always on social posts, you want people to engage. So if in the post you say DM me, yes, you're going to get the DMs, but other people aren't going to see it and it's not going to stay top. So the reason why you have them comment is so that, maybe someone comments straight away and then it goes dead, but then someone else sees it a couple of hours later, they comment, and now it brings it back to the top. So always we're having people comment so that it's rising to the top. Another pro tip, this could also be your pinned post on your Facebook. So go top right to the post, go to pin, that will push it to the top of your Instagram or your Facebook, and then any new people that you're adding, because you can go into groups and just know this, if you do a post and then people like it, you can then invite them and then they're going to go to your page. So that's another pro tip, right? Which is knowing that anytime you post something in a group, as soon as people like it, you go to the post, click invite. Then what's going to happen is that, and this is on Facebook, they're going to go to your profile, which should now be optimized, maybe has the pin post, and then people are going to start seeing that. All right. If you're interested, please comment below, and I'll DM you with the details. So I'm going to copy and paste this. You'll have it below. Again, take action. If this applies to you, take action, you use it. The more of these strategies that you action and you start to realize this is working, this isn't working, I need to pivot. Simon, I did this, but there's no response, go post in the group. You need to get in the habit of trying things, and then if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it, getting feedback to get it working, all right? Because it could be a timing issue, it could be a post issue, it could be that it got removed by the admins, and that's fine. Any of these scenarios are fine, but we need to actually, navigate the challenges to have things working. If you struggle with confidence of posting and you have fear coming up, go through All Fired Up. All right, module 1, do the mindset, do the conscious impact experience. If you still struggle, invest in super high performance, okay? Every single day, working on you, because I understand that sometimes we get the emotions that come up of like, oh, what if people, I get it, I understand it. That's okay. You just need to go through the right training, which is why you've got the mindset module there. I'm excited for you to have this work. But just remember, if you're going to do the free, the next part of the strategy is actually making sure that session is really good. And then also being willing at the end of it, when people are excited, to invite them to invest for the next session. Also, even though it's free, you can still ask people to cover the cost of the courts or get a deposit, all right, which they get back, which you could credit towards the next session so that people show up. Because sometimes, this could happen. You could reserve the court in that example, then they say that they're going to show up and they don't. So free does not mean that you can't be paid so that they are just locking in the space, because people know that you've got to reserve the cost of the court. So they cover the cost of the court. They actually get the coaching for free. So it's still free, but you're getting them to invest so that they got skin in the game. Very key. I will see you on the next training.